Sure, we now know that Aristotle Dumas is actually Cain Ashby, but that's just the beginning of the story. Big questions still linger, both for the residents of Genoa City and young and restless viewers, as to exactly what Lily's ex is up to and how they fit into his grand scheme. And based on this week's preview, it looks as if we're about to get more information, as well as a few twists which will unfold both in France and back in Wisconsin. Naturally, near the top of Cain's list was getting control of Chancellor back from Victor, but the mustache wasn't about to let that happen. Of course, one of Cain's real goals was to win Lily back. Like Victor, she told Cain, ain't gonna happen. Then things took a strange turn, as if straight out of a game of Clue. Cain confided in Chance that he believed someone would try to kill him before the week was over. But who? Coming up, Devin shares his theory about what Cain is up to with Amanda, but she's not falling for his word games. The storm keeping them in France must break, as the preview shifts back to Genoa City, where Cain meets with Holden. It would appear they are still in cahoots, even if Damien was given the boot. Finally, Victoria and Claire were given the devastating news that Cole had been diagnosed with Legionnaire's disease, a rare and serious form of pneumonia. Nate tried to give them hope that it could be cured, but Cole seems to have given up and is ready to say goodbye. Is this really how it ends for him? Read the Young and Restless spoilers to find out who spots a con job, and what has Nikki concerned. The walls of Genoa City have always echoed with secrets, power plays, and shocking reunions. But this week, The Young and the Restless is flipping the script entirely, and longtime fans will not want to miss a second of it. In a twist nobody saw coming, Cain Ashby is heading back to town, not for business, not for Lily, and certainly not for leisure. This return is personal, strategic, and potentially explosive. But the real bombshell, he's not alone, and his meeting with a certain spoiler character may reshape the canvas of Genoa City forever. And just when you thought Cole Howard had found his place in the grand Newman Abbott chessboard, whispers of an abrupt end to his storyline are surfacing. Is the handsome brooder really heading for his final curtain call? Let's break down everything you need to know in this creative look ahead. Chapter 1. A familiar footstep echoes again. Late summer evenings in Genoa City have always held a promise, whether of romance, betrayal, or long-buried truths clawing their way back to the surface. And as the camera pans in on Chancellor Winters, a lone figure steps out of a black car, glancing up at the building with a smirk, one that's all too familiar to fans of intrigue. It's Cain Ashby, older, a little wiser, and dressed in a sharp, dark jacket that feels just as much a shield as it is a fashion statement. After years away, and rumors of his globe-trotting escapades to expand international holdings, what's brought him home now? It's not about Lily, Cain mutters to himself before stepping into the revolving door. But he hesitates, because the truth is, it is about her. It always has been. Chapter 2. The Mysterious Meeting, and the Spoiler. Inside society, a booth has been reserved under a false name. Champagne is chilling, and a folder lies on the table, thick with contracts, letters, and surveillance photos. Across from Cain sits someone we haven't seen him with in a very long time, Tucker McCall. That's right, the enigmatic billionaire and power broker, recently reeling from his own losses and betrayals, has requested this meeting. And it's not for small talk. You have something I need, Tucker says, folding his hands over the folder. And what do I get in return? Cain asks. Tucker leans in. Leverage, power, and a second shot at everything you lost. Especially, her. The implications are staggering. Is Cain being pulled into Tucker's ever-expanding war with the Abbotts and Newmans? Is he here to help, or is he working his own angles? The truth lies somewhere in between. Cain's motives remain murky, even as he agrees to the deal with one condition: total discretion. But as we all know in Genoa City, secrets don't stay buried for long. Chapter 3. Ghosts of the Past and a Shocking Ally. Later that night, Cain makes a quiet visit to Chancellor Park, a place steeped in family memory. He isn't alone. Standing beneath the weeping willow, waiting, is none other than Jill Abbott. You always did have a flair for dramatic returns, Jill says, sipping coffee. I need your advice, Cain admits. Jill's eyebrows rise. You, the man who once lied about being Philip Chancellor IV. He chuckles. Touché. But this time, I'm playing it straight. At least, mostly. Their conversation is layered, part mentorship, part reckoning. Jill warns him, if you're back to stir the pot, make sure you're ready to face the fire. But Jill also sees opportunity in Cain's alignment with Tucker. And Kane hints that he may be the key to finally restoring balance at Chancellor Winters, where Devon has lately found himself caught in a tangle of loyalty and legacy. Could Jill secretly be backing Kane's return to the corporate scene? And what does that mean for Devon, Nate, and Lily? Chapter 4. Cole Howard's Spiral. While Kane plots his re-emergence, another man appears to be slipping away. Cole Howard, once the golden boy with a pen and a passion for Victoria Newman, has found himself at odds with the very world he returned to. His renewed relationship with Victoria was supposed to offer healing. Instead, it exposed fractures neither of them were ready to admit. Victoria's growing closeness with Claire has shifted her priorities. Cole, once center stage in her life, now watches from the wings. And when Victor makes it clear that he still views Cole as a liability, not a partner, the pressure becomes unbearable. In a heart-wrenching scene at the Newman Ranch, Cole confronts the truth. "I came back thinking I had something to offer. But maybe I'm just a footnote in your history book." Victoria tries to reassure him. "You're not to me." But her eyes betray her uncertainty. Later, Cole is seen boarding a plane at Genoa City Airport, destination unknown. He leaves no note, no goodbyes. Just a manuscript draft on his laptop titled, "Last Exit." Chapter 5. Is this goodbye or a fake out? Fans are already buzzing. Is this really the end for Cole Howard? Insiders remain tight-lipped, but whispers suggest this may be a break, rather than a farewell. Still, if this is the end, it's an emotionally charged one. Cole has always struggled to find his place, too sensitive for the corporate world, too scarred to fully embrace family life. His final act, disappearing without confrontation, feels heartbreakingly true to form. Yet, knowing Y&R, we must ask, is this just a setup for a bigger twist? Could Cole resurface with new intel, perhaps connected to Claire's mysterious adoption, or even a secret Newman heir? Could he and Kane somehow cross paths abroad? Stranger things have happened in this town. Chapter 6. Sparks, Schemes, and Second Chances. As the week closes, Lily catches wind of Kane's return, not from him, but from a leaked memo at Chancellor Winters. She's furious, hurt, but above all, curious. In a confrontational scene at Devon's office, Lily demands answers. Why would Kane suddenly care about this company again? Devon shrugs. Maybe he thinks there's something here worth fighting for. Lily's silence says everything. Maybe there is. Maybe she's the thing he's fighting for. Meanwhile, Tucker and Kane continue to scheme, with Abby eavesdropping nearby. Could she blow their plan sky high? Or will she become an unexpected ally? The storylines are converging in classic Y&R fashion: romance, revenge, redemption, all braided together in a slow-burning storm. Final thoughts. What to watch for? As the weeks ahead unfold, here are the key questions driving the drama. What is Tucker's endgame, and how deep is Kane willing to go to win? Will Lily reopen the door to her ex-husband, or slam it shut for good? Has Cole really left town, or is he poised for a more shocking return? And will Jill's loyalty to Kane put her at odds with Devon, again? One thing's certain: Genoa City isn't just welcoming back a familiar face. It's reopening old wounds, reigniting rivalries, and setting the stage for a fall storyline that could redefine the legacy of the Ashbys, the Newmans, and the McCalls. Stay tuned. The past always comes back to haunt you in Genoa City, but sometimes, it also comes bearing opportunity.